Campfire question. Campfire questions, where we answer your questions about life, the universe, and
RV camping.
Jim Pratt asks a question. We're coming to the end of our first extended trip, and it's been great, but it's a long time to be traveling just us. How do you add a social event element to your travels? It would be nice to attend events or fun stuff with other RVers while out there on the road. Any thoughts? Hope you're getting it better every day, Sean. Thank you, Jim. Great question.
So first up, I would have to say RV clubs are probably one of your best ways to meet up with people on the road. If you're in a motorhome, you can join the Family Motor Coach Association. They have rallies and events nationwide on a regular basis. If you are an Airstream owner, you can join the Wally Byam Caravan Club.
If you're a Lance Travel Trailers owner, I think Lance has an owner's club. A lot of these manufacturers have owner's clubs, and that can be sort of a first step, because you will kind of connect with other people who maybe are knowledgeable about your specific brand of RV, and so you can get some useful information and just some camaraderie, and you're all kind of like going through the same experience together.
My name is Tommy Green.
All right.
This is our fourth Airstream trailer. All have been vintage except this one. We had a senior moment and decided to quit polishing and quit working on the trailer. But as you can see, my refrigerator door fell off on this trip.
Oh, right.
So
that isn't our refrigerator.
This is a replacement. I saved the vodka and I saved the sake.
That's what's important.
It was very important. Even the interesting stuff like sand in everybody's trailer and bumps in the road have been more than worth the trip, because we kind of expected hardships.
Yeah.
And none have been overwhelming.
Spring water.
This is what Airstreamers do in Alaska. Olives are for catching salmon.
But anyway, we've been to 9 or 10 internationals.
I joined in 2000, and I think Tom joined in 1994. The very first night, we all had our pictures taken, and then they made a, kind of like a little section to put in here with all of our pictures, names, and short bios, so that as we're going, as we're going through the caravan, we can put names to faces and read the little bios.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so that worked out really well. We volunteered to be the ice cream committee. And we grabbed some of our friends. So we've had 3 different ice cream socials where we went and got the toppings and the ice cream, and then when we would have the night before we leave a campground.
That would be your job.
That would be I'm good at that, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
then we also volunteered, Tom volunteered to do a fish fry. And when we were in Homer, a whole lot of people went fishing and got halibut. So there was enough halibut to have a fish fry. So Tom organized that and got the guys all together and the fryers and had a fish fry.
I bet that was good.
It was.
Like
It was to die for.
Yeah,
It was to die for. If you look at
Another option is if you are just looking to meet with RVers in general and don't really care what kind of rig they have, you can join the Good Sam Club. They have RV rallies nationwide as well, and that way you'll see everything from motorhomes to fifth wheels to Class B to Class C to travel trailers. Everybody in one spot. Another option would be the Escapees RV Club, another group that is everybody and their brother. If you've got some sort of RV, you're welcome to join the club. They all have events, they all have meetups, they all have rallies.
And you meet a lot of wonderful people, see a lot of beautiful sights. And you have some experiences you don't plan on.
like people getting locked out of their rigs.
We did it this summer.
A sense of humor is absolutely essential to having a good trip. Patience, traveling with good friends, and when you get with a club like this one, everybody is so congenial. They just nothing that you want to do is impossible. But you have to have a club like this if you're going to belong to any club. It has to be one that is congenial and
organized. Has to be organized.
And you can't tell we've been married for any length of time. I start a sentence, she finishes it.
That's a good sign.
52 years next month.
Wow.
What's the secret to a happy marriage?
Learning to say yes, ma'am, and salute smartly.
Oh, boy.
And beyond clubs, I would say there are certain campgrounds that have social events from time to time. Like in some of the sort of bigger, more resort style campgrounds, they'll have ice cream socials and they'll have events. Of course, those campgrounds are typically a little more expensive, but you know, part of your money is going to pay for those social events. We are about to view Bubba, the domesticated alligator. Apparently it's a 6-foot alligator that has been completely domesticated as a family pet. I don't know if I believe it, but we're about to find out if he really exists.
The first thing that I have to say every time I speak to a crowd, no matter how old the crowd is that I'm speaking to, is whenever you see an alligator in the wild, do not go near it. They're great animals. What you're going to see and get to do here today is a really rare opportunity. Bubba has been bred in captivity his entire life, and in fact for 9 generations he's been bred in captivity, so he's nowhere near a wild animal. He's never lived in the wild, he's never hunted food, so this is not an animal that you could go pluck out of the water and says almost every problem we ever have with alligators is because some other human has fed them.
If you're 55 or older and you go to a retirement RV park, those places have events scheduled all day long, every day. It's really overwhelming if you ever go there. We actually stayed at one even though we're not over 55. When we were in Arizona, they let us stay for a few nights, and it was really quite funny because, I mean, it was like party central.
Technically, you're supposed to be 55 years old, at least, to stay here. I'm not 55, but I do have a fake ID that says I'm 80. Actually, the park is very interesting because you can either bring your RV here, you can leave your RV here year-round if you want, or you can buy one of their park models.
They have tons of amenities here, like huge pools. They've got really nice hot tubs, tennis courts, bocce ball, live bands every day by the pool. So, kind of crazy.
Yeah, every day is Saturday in the retiree park.
Yeah, it really is.
And happy hour starts at like noon.
Yeah.
So,
if that late. It might start earlier than that, but yeah. But if you're not wanting to join a club or go to one of these type of parks, if you're just in a regular campground, just go for a walk. I mean, if you just walk around your loop, you know, you'll encounter people sitting outside, stop and chat with them. If you hit it off, say, hey, let's meet for a drink later, or let's go to dinner. And you might meet a new best friend.
Say, I'm just so sweet and pretty.
Another thing that you can do if you are social media savvy, if you are on Instagram, just search hashtags. If you search the RV hashtag or the camping hashtag,
the LOLOHO hashtag,
a lot of these hashtags will introduce you to other RVers that happen to be out on the road. And you might meet somebody that's in the area that you're in. And we've actually met people that way. So, you know, you never know how you're going to meet somebody, but just shoot them a message and say, hey, I'm in the area, I'm an RVer, want to meet up for coffee or a drink or whatever. And you might just make a new best friend.
I think campgrounds are typically quite social places. Again, if you go for a stroll, walk your dog mid to late afternoon, right around sunset, cocktail hour, you're usually going to find some other people who are outside hanging out and willing and ready to chat.
Most RVers are pretty social people.
I think you need to get Buddy an agent.
So, all right, thanks for the great question, Jim. If you have any ideas to help Jim and other RV campers socialize when you're out there traveling on the road, post a comment and let us know where you find your social outlet when you're away from home traveling with your RV. If you have a question you want to ask Long Honeymoon, please post a comment. We're always scanning those comments for the next campfire question.
It could be you.
It could. And what a thrill that would be.
It is. It is. All right. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends because you want to make sure they get in on all the long honeymoon nuggets of gold, goodness, wisdom, whatever.
Share, subscribe,
like.
Do your job.
Yes. You're our marketing department. Help us spread the word.
As we push onward to 100,000 subs.
Yes, that's our goal. Help us get there. We're inching towards it.
Crawling towards it. Have a good day. LOLOHO. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Feel free to leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.
That we share here on a regular basis. If you enjoyed this, I already said that.
Wisdom in quotes.
Yeah.